the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I was watching a video about Tia and Tamira. Well, the famous twins, Tamira, she divorced her husband, and it just seemed like she's spiraling, and she regret her decision, and that's like reminds me of me. Like, I regret my decision. Man that I ever encountered with, did everything with, was supposed to be my husband, but I was the one that messed it up. Now, God revealed this to me right after I got saved, and he revealed this to me in a dream. And I haven't talked to my first love in like, it has probably been over 7 years, going on 8 years since I last talked to him. Now, when I was with him for about 7 years, and he was like my childhood boyfriend. And I got with him when I was 13. Yes, I was young. And then we broke up at 18. And then we reconnected when I was 21, and we stopped talking when I was 22.
Okay.
And when I was 22, he was trying to marry me.
Okay, so shout out to Brother Mark Cruz for this clip, right? So many women, and she's a very attractive young woman. They have a guy, because they always talk about, these dudes ain't nothing. These dudes is trash. Okay, that's true. Men can say the same thing. We always have a few relationship opportunities that we let slip away, and we don't never count those as it being our fault. I had at least 2 or 3 ladies I could say that was truly wife material. Booty clapping sounds. But I was out here chasing cheeks though, so I couldn't really, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like I didn't meet him.
And I didn't want to get married. I got scared. And just a little background with me and him, he got saved within the middle of our relationship. He found God in the middle of our relationship, and he used to tell me about what the information and the new knowledge that he was getting, and at the time I didn't want to hear it. What my focus was worldly. I wanted to party, I wanted to be with my friends, and then at that time, like, it was like a tug of war with me and him. Like, he was fighting for me, but I was like trying to go astray, kinda.
You was booty clapping sounds. You know why you wanted to party with your friends. You was out there trying to get them cheeks clapped, okay? Most likely. But like I said, that's young people in cheeks. That's how it worked. But again, here's a young man trying to do the right thing by you. He's not just trying to milk the cow. He's trying to buy the cow. He don't want the milk for free. He's willing to pay to really get to you because he loves you, and you don't want this, right? But let's continue.
And when we reconnected when I was 21, 22, we were going to church together, and then we were supposed to come up with like a courtship with the elder, and I ended up bailing, and then right after that, I had a baby. And
right after that, with who? Let's find out. It's my first time watching this. Who'd you have a baby with?
And at that time, like, I just thought that he was just boring and he didn't want to do nothing. He only wanted to go to church. He didn't want to go out or travel or do anything that I wanted to do at my young tender mind, at my young tender age. And really, I regret it because I'm 28 now, and like, the problems that we were having weren't problems that I had with other men. Like, he was the first man that would ever like pray for me, that ever like.
But who's the baby daddy though? Right after that, you got pregnant by who?
Like, talk about God. Like, he was the first and only man that like wanted God to be in the center of our relationship. And that was really a blessing, but I took it for granted. And I thought that it was something better out here. Me being too selfish and too worldly, Um, and of course I had a baby with another man or whatever.
Of course. Booty clapping sounds? What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? And let me just say this. If it's right after, like she's saying, she gonna probably try to make sure that she's trying to make it clean. It was not any other dudes. Well, how come right after you leave this dude, you bail on the guy trying to go to church? You already saying that he was boring, right? That means you was already shopping your opportunities before y'all broke up. And the booty clapping most likely was happening, right? Because you felt that you could get better than that. And I want to tell all the ladies out there, most great men are boring, right? Boring. Tom Brady, the best quarterback of all time, is pretty boring. Takes checkdowns, not doing a whole bunch of elaborate things. I know y'all like Patrick Mahomes and stuff. Mahomes not gonna win 7 rings, I don't think. Okay. Tom Brady he's reliable. He's responsible. He's a winner. Winning is boring. Having a dude show up every day, pay the bills, take care of things, be consistent, be that rock. You can't be everywhere being a rock for a woman or for a family. You got to be in the repetitive grind mode because bills got to be paid, things got to be done, a future's got to be planned. You got to be focused when you're doing that. You can't be everywhere. Women are here trying to chase stability with excitement at the same time, baby. It just don't work like that. A man who is stable is going to be doing repetitive things because he got things to do, and that's not exciting. But business is not exciting. I'm a YouTuber. You might see this video when it come out and there's all kind of effects on it. But you know what? This is a very boring business. This is a tough business. You work every day like a dog in this business. It is not an easy business. Just like dealing with a great mate is boring. Okay? It's not excitement in that, but it's efficient. And you got to understand how to appreciate that. But young people, they'll learn.
Not with him, but I just regret it. And like the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I was watching a video about Tia and Tamera. Well, the famous twins, Tamera, she divorced her husband, and it just seemed like she's spiraling and she regret her decision. And that's like reminds me of me. Like I regret my decision. And I know that I'm making this video also is because I know that there's women out there that be like, oh, I want a man that's going to do this, that, and the third, that's going to pay for this and pay for that. Don't you want a man that's going to pray for you? Like, you should want a man that wants to pray for you, that know God, that want God to be in the center, that want to marry you without a doubt. And, like, a lot of us got it messed up. And it's really the enemy that made me go astray from him, because he knew that was that was sent by God. Like he was supposed to be my husband, and I didn't have to go from man to man to find him. It was just like right there, like God sent him first.
Boom, it was right there, right? So I mean, you can blame the devil. That's the enemy. That's the name of this video. God introduced me to my husband, but the enemy ruined it. No, your ass ruined it, okay? You can be like the legend Flip Wilson and say, the devil made you do it. But no, that was you. Yeah, because it wasn't nobody in the pitchfork. That was your ass, right? The enemy didn't make you do anything, because if the enemy make you do something, that means he can make you go out there and kill people and shoot. No. I mean, the devil is out there, but he's not so strong that he's making you do something against your will. You thought about doing that. So you need to take accountability because you felt that the guy wasn't good enough, and you thought the other dude you had a baby for was more exciting, but he wasn't hitting on anything. And now that you're 28 and it's hard for you to get back out there in these streets, and now you're saved, and probably now, you're probably not trying to have sex before marriage, and dudes looking at you like, what? But you got a kid. Like, and I'm not trying to say you're not supposed to be like that, but it's harder when you're 28 and, still beautiful, but it's a lot of other opportunities out there for men to deal with, and they're not trying to deal with somebody that's a single mom all the time. That could happen. I'm not saying that it don't happen, but all men are not the same, right? Now you're out here struggling. It's a little dusty. in these streets.
Find him, it was just like right there, like God sent him first, and he had to, the enemy got in my mind, and of course outside people was like, oh, you're not gonna end up being with him, you need to explore, you need to find out if that's really what you want. And I'm here to tell you, if you have a God-fearing man, a man that's gonna pray for you when things is hard, you got a good man. Regardless of the situation, if you want a man with a bigger bag, help him get a bigger bag.
Right.
Like, it's really nobody out here for real that's like that. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just coming on here to say, if don't leave your man for 10% of what he don't got.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't leave your man for 10% of what he don't got. Let me just tell you this. The best relationships are understanding that people gonna fall short. You know, some of you brothers out there might want a lady, her booty not big enough. I mean, I'm old now, so I ain't really worried about that as much. But you know, my Uncle Mike has a saying, love who loves you. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many women in my life that I feel like I made a mistake on trying to chase somebody who didn't give me the kind of love and affection that these ladies had, and they really cared about me and the relationship was easier. But here I was trying to get something that I already had, but maybe because, you know, I was looking for a little bit more in a different area, not understanding that what I was gonna get was really less. Because life is short, man. Not everybody who you think is your friend, and not everybody who say they love you do. But as few people who show you that they care about you and they want to be in your life, and the humanity in us, which sometimes is stupid, will not let us appreciate people who really, really care about us. Don't end up like this young lady and miss out on a good person.
It's not worth it. You don't want to be like me, like feeling like you missed the opportunity.
Yep.
And I don't know if he might come across this video, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know no better. I was worldly. I was of this world. I loved this world too much at one point in my life. And I changed. Like, I realized he who loves the world don't love God, period. So, like, don't leave your husband for a situationship or a boyfriend. It's not worth it.
So she want that dude to take her back, right? And the reality is that dude probably has already gotten married. It's over. And again, women always say they the prize, right? And of course, women are also the prize too. You know, like I said, because if it wasn't, to a certain degree, we wouldn't be, as men, trying to get ourselves together to get a good one or to get a better one, right? We would just be ignoring women altogether. And that's not necessarily true. Most men are motivated to do things when they want to do it because they want to take care of some woman or trying to be with some woman. But at the same time, it's so hard for a woman in today's world to get a man that's going to be just real 10 toes down for you all like that. It's just a lot of competition. You know, you got the internet, and a lot of dudes who are doing well got a lot of opportunities. And so if you're not on your stuff, you could end up like her. And I'm so glad that she, you know, realized it, and now, you know, probably dating the different dudes, and dudes just wanting to clap the cheeks the last 7 years. She already got a baby daddy now. You know, she needs somebody to, you know, really be there for her and everything. And it's sad, but you know, dudes not really checking for her probably like that. You know what I'm saying? And she's a beautiful young lady. But hey, it's just too many opportunities out there for good guys now. Good guys are starting to win now in America, you know, around the world. And if you let a dude go, somebody gonna scoop him up. And I wouldn't be surprised if the person that scooped him up was white. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Another episode of Fair Use. I'm out.